Hello today, my dear viewer. Back to OctoberCelebrations, where we milk Roblox's history for views. Today, we will be traveling to a different game, RetroStudio. Made to be an old Roblox revival that accurately simulates, well, old Roblox, the game has block coding, an entire catalog, the ability to share each other's models, messaging, an outfit system, different categories for games to search up, and so much more, all to create a sandbox for anyone to make or remake old Roblox games. There was one game in particular during its older days, however, that I think deserves to be talked about, that being R.E.D 9. So let's dive in. So, I want you to imagine for a second, RetroStudio in early to late 2021. The game was quite simple and didn't have many features. Hell, you couldn't even script yet. So it was up to the players to bend the game's rules with the limited resources they had, and push it to its fucking limits. It also didn't help that lower quality games that used admin commands and basic building, or simple and low effort games were always on the front page. This created a divide in the community. Those who were under 13 and made whatever they felt like, and the community who was over 13 and used Discord to circle jerk about the younger community and constantly get critical about game quality. Let me tell you what would happen. A game would get on the front page due to its simple gameplay, the seemingly higher quality it had compared to other low effort games, and marketability. I'm talking a good thumbnail, title, and interactivity between the developer of the game and its users. The developer would add more random items to make people grind and stay longer. The Discord community would throw a pissy fit, bashing it over and over again, and circle jerking about how bad the front page is now, and how, back in late 2020, people had any artistic integrity, etc. The game would stay up with users complaining about it for 2 weeks. The younger audience would grow bored and move on to something else, and the cycle would repeat. This meant players would have little expectations for RetroStudio games, as even if you wanted to make a game that was good, you didn't really have much to work with due to RetroStudio's limited tools at the time. And besides, no one really wanted to work on a game for more than a week max because of RetroStudio's front page constantly shifting. Sometime in the summer, however, when everyone was hyping up about block coding being released soon, a game showed up, one of considerably higher quality. On July 30th, 2021, a user by the name Pastel Blue made a post on Retro Builds in the Discord server, showing off his game, R.E.D 9. This game this game was a blast! It had a storyline, it had cutscenes, it had scripted events, it had entertaining sections, it had atmosphere! It was by far the best of its time, making every other game look like a mobile game. It had so much love and care put into it. There was so much to discuss. The building was nice, not overcomplicated, but still really advanced and well thought out. This was made more obvious with the atmosphere. It was dark, but easy to illuminate and made everything look so good. There were really nice small scripted events where the monsters would charge and break shit, which was a really nice set piece, and they were masterfully done. The monster designs were also great. Back then, having a custom zombie model was hard, and still kinda is now. However, R.E.D 9 ran with this, having great models for said monsters. Though the story was simple, having you visit an abandoned laboratory, trying to find survivors, it was a nice hook, and at the end, you find what looks like to be a sign of another survivor. It was nice. It was fun to shoot up the laboratory and murder every monster, making engaging gameplay, especially in events where you had to shoot and crawl your way through. And you wanna know what the coolest part is? All this was done without scripting. This game pushed RetroStudio to its limits, and took the features at the time and ran with it. It was amazing. The game would get its instant praise, and became loved. However, one day, the beeping light would go dark. One day, R.E.D 9 would go private, with the developers stating that R.E.D 9 was being reworked, this time using block coding. However, it would never become public again, and eventually forgotten. The game itself only got a few hundred visits, which compared to the big games that preceded it, was minuscule. As the months went on, people ran with block coding, and created great games. As many games do, Red 9 just kinda disappeared, and everyone moved on to the next big thing. Now, normally this would be the part of the video where I start getting really sad and missing Red 9. However, recently, at around a few months ago at the time of writing, Red 9 has actually come back in a legacy version by its creator. Specifically, on June 25th, 2022. So, yeah. You can actually play this game now, and I really do recommend that you play it, because this game is awesome, and it deserves way more love than it gets. So check out Red 9, my dear viewer. It's really good. Trust me. You'll be having the time of your life. Well, that's all for today. See you next time on October Celebrations. Let's just say tomorrow's topic is gonna be a little party.